Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Sagittarius for the month of April, including late March 2026. Welcome, Sag. So we're in your cousin sign of Aries. So lots of forward movement, lots of action, lots of positivity coming through for you in Aries. It is the fire element, which is your cousin element. So things should be getting moving this month, especially after Pisces, with all that reflection that's been going on. Now, you are in your fifth house of fun, creativity, getting stuff done. You could know people, as I do, that have just birthed a brand new little baby. All this kind of thing comes along in the fifth house. So it's a reason to celebrate, and it's really creative. The energy around is the star, so it's great. The star is the card for the Aquarian, so it's quite out there. It's discovery, it's exploring, it's just a card sort of telling you, just as long as you keep moving along the path, it's great. Everyone that comes across your path is meant to be there for whatever reason. You may be avoiding someone, but then you find when you try to avoid someone, they pop up everywhere. So you've got to confront things with the star and learn something from it. But overall, it's just the most wonderful card there is, because it's like the world, the universe is an amazing place. We forget that sometimes. Okay, Sag, what a card. Where you are right now. Oh, strength. The Leo, the card for the Leo. So strength is all about how we manage our emotions, how we literally regulate them, being in situations where you have to regulate them. Pisces is a time that we've just come out of where emotions do come to the surface. So there can be all sorts of stuff spilling out there where you've just thought, no, I better calm down my farm, because really this is exactly what you've got now, the strength card. So it's sort of acknowledging the need to temper those emotions, whatever they have been, anger, love, the whole gamut. Really good card though, because we all need to learn it, because sometimes we all get triggered, as they say, by certain somethings, and it just sort of comes out sometimes explosively, which really doesn't do you any favours. So it's about tempering the emotions, controlling that emotional sort of outburst that can come sometimes, and then later you think, oh my God, I wish I hadn't have done that. Anyway, let's see what's influenced and challenged that to come in for you. Five of Wands, yeah, bit of a, what would you call it? Five of Wands is all about sort of not obstruction. Yeah, just obstacles. You go from one thing to the other, and you're always trying to navigate. Okay, how am I going to go this way? Well, what if I have to go back? But it's all about the navigation is key here. So you've got to learn to navigate, because this month, I guess this 4 weeks, is going to be all about navigating, especially with the emotions. So learning to sort of just go, right, take 5 minutes, walk away, calm down, navigate. It's only a minor card, so it's not big. It's just little things, where you just don't get exasperated, don't scream and yell, don't kick tires, just find another solution. It's always there. Let's look at the background. King of Pentacles, the beautiful King of Pentacles. He is the anchor to the earth. He is the tree. He is the mentor person who sort of can be father figure. Obviously, most of us still remember, especially some of us from different generations, remember the father, literally what he said went. And there was no sort of arguing with him. But it's just that beautiful card of mentorship, of having somebody, even if, like, my father's no longer here, but I can still hear his voice saying, well, what do you think you're doing? It's going to end in tears, that kind of energy. But it's practical. because this guy's already been through all of the stuff, and he knows the pitfalls, and it's like, okay, well, on you go, but you're going to have to learn just to be patient and sensible. So lovely card, and if that's a male energy around you, that's really good, because he definitely is grounding for you. Okay, recent influences. 10 of Cups, feeling emotionally fulfilled, feeling like that you actually like yourself, love yourself. Because of that, you can be positive to other people and just say, yeah, this is great, I feel good, I've got no reason to be insecure about anything, I'm doing my best, and I've reached the 10 of Cups, so I'm pretty good at the moment. Try and maintain that as you move forward in this next 4 weeks, because this card is earned, it's not just given, like it's not like praying to the universe and suddenly the universe gives you something for nothing. It doesn't work. Beautiful card. The lesson. The 2 of Cups, your soulmate energy coming through. We've all got a soulmate. They can be platonic, they can be romantic, anything you like, but we often love when we have that connection with somebody where it's like, yeah, you can have arguments, you can disagree, you can have time out, but you always come back together and say, yeah, well, we've learnt a lot from each other and now we can move forward. So that definitely is soulmate energy. Anyone that teaches us something, if we're willing to learn and listen and learn. So it's a beautiful card to have, and obviously following the 10 of Cups, it's even better, because it's sort of saying, well, when you do love yourself, you attract the soulmates, or you can understand what that term actually means. So beautiful card for your lesson for this 4 weeks. Let's go into the near future and see what's coming through for you. Then the Queen of Swords comes in. She speaks her mind whether you like it or not. She clears around all the rubbish around and says, no, this is actually what's really going on. She's very much a thinker, so she thinks about things. She can be perceived as bitter because she's been through a lot. So she does have that edge to her where it's like, well, just get over it kind of energy, where you think, well, it's not that simple. Yeah, but there she comes in. So that energy coming in for you, Sag, it's often good, because we can always learn from these different sort of female and male energies, and she is a queen, so therefore we have to say, okay, let's see what she's got to say. But often they're really good, these Queen of Swords, when you're sort of in a dilemma in your brain and your mind, and you think, yeah, well, the Queen of Swords will just go, well, this is what's going to happen, this is what you should do. And you might think, oh, that's a bit negative, but she's usually right. Okay, let's see what's happening that you're not realising. Yay! Ace of Wands, lots of energy to burn, new beginnings, maybe birth, fertility, especially more than birth. Fertility comes first, remember. Really good card. Just take that energy and run with it, Sag, because we won't have another fire element until July, August. So use up the good fire element of the Aries this time. Wonderful. New beginnings. Get on with it. Crack on. How others see you. 8 of Wands, just cruising along, no obstacles, having a good time, holidays, thinking about those sorts of things. But just literally, you could have met somebody as well that just lights your fire. Soulmate sitting next to the soulmate card. Or it could be just people around you, good vibes coming through with the 10 of Cups. And, just getting it back and feeling really comfortable with yourself, and not sort of thinking, oh, well, I'm not good at this, not good at that. This is a time, this is where other people see you. And often they do see Sagittarians as free-spirited wanderers and travellers, whatever. But don't get me wrong, I'm one, and I know it's not all that all of the time. It can go up and down on the Richter scale very quickly. Okay. What you're feeling positive about. Scorpio, death, transformation. So really transforming, and what I'm getting here is because we have the strength card there of managing your emotions and just stepping back and going, well, how are you going to react? Don't let, keep a lid on your emotions, basically, and this is really good for you because Sagittarians can be quite frank and very brutally blunt at times, where it's like, oh my God, and even when you say it yourself and you feel the words coming out of your mouth and you think, oh God, I shouldn't have said that. So this all comes into managing those emotions, keeping them, sorting them out and learning how to just be cool and calm rather than fiery and letting off, crackers everywhere. Beautiful card, but ongoing too. So I'm suggesting too, especially in Aries time where it can get a bit volatile with fire, it's about really this, I think this reading is about managing your emotions. And that leads to a transformation, obviously, because you can manage them, you practice it and it starts working and you go, oh wow, I should have done this ages ago. Okay, the outcome. And in comes the Knight of Swords just to stir up a bit of trouble. Another young male energy, or it can be an older guy, but he's still quite immature in terms of coming in out of nowhere, disrupting the proceedings, and then literally a day later he's gone. Very much a Geminian energy, and we know what that is. That can be very good with their words and their ideas and everything, but then something else might come up and they're off on that crusade as well. But anyway, it's sort of a good card. But yeah, just expect the unexpected whenever you get the page of the Knight of Swords around. Things come in out of nowhere. This young energy too comes in and you go, oh my God, where did that come from? But it's only here for a brief time, so it can be taken as a lesson as well. Thank you so much for listening. Have a really good 5th house, and I'll talk to you next time.